We just got through the. We just went through the like the starting stuff anyway, so we haven't really commenced with our game.
No, that's right. We haven't actually commenced. We're still on recapping mode.
But I think we've pretty much recapped.
Recapped. Excellent.
Yeah.
I've got a video of just the recap. Haha.
We can just delete that.
Yeah.
Get rid of that. That's
Get rid of that.
unnecessary.
Leave it out. Okay, fine. Moving right along then. You guys went back to your respective havens, I recall, and it was the end of the night, if I'm not totally wrong.
Yeah.
And
actually, I think Mercy's if the Tremere will allow her to stay there, it would be alright for her to be there instead.
Absolutely.
She wants to be with their kids.
She'll be under good supervision and watch. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just gonna hang out with gonna keep Mimi in her arms as long as she can.
Well, Garwood hangs out with you for a while. Disable comes and visits briefly and asks Garwood some questions and treats you a little bit dismissively. And he leaves. Yeah. And eventually it gets late and they give you a room to stay in. A box.
Okay.
It's a very nice box. It's a nice plush coffin with padded interior and such like. And you can make a wits and occult roll.
Wits and occult. Now this will go. Nope.
No. Okay.
You wouldn't work.
Very well. You just have a sort of creepy feeling about you as you close the lid of your box and you feel yourself, you sort of remind yourself, I'm in the depth of the chantry of the most reviled clan I know of, besides the Sabbat. And is this really that safe? So in any case, you go to sleep. Bella, probably asleep in Yayan's arms, no doubt.
Yep.
Jimmy asleep in Chase's arms, no doubt.
No.
Chase asleep in Rosa's arms.
Well, it depends on Rosa. I'm not pushing it.
Well, she seems to be casually all right with it right now.
Okay. Well, if she's casually all right with it, I'm very casually all right with it. Yeah.
Of course, if you were too casual about it, she might suddenly feel the need to be less casual all of a sudden.
Yes, but I'm not, I'm not pushing the envelope.
No, that's fair. Okay. Cool. Very well. So Chase and Rosa are spending time together.
Vincent is talking to Peter's gone back to his haven. But he will report to, I never thought he'd ever say this, but he will report to oh come on, I've known him for years and I've forgotten his Khalid, that's the one.
Okay, so you're going to make a direct report to Khalid.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Scares the shit out of me, but I'm gonna do it.
All right. So Peter then goes down through the tunnels down by the caves near the beaches on the shores of the lake where Khalid often hangs out, where the rock pools are and inside this cave. And you find him meditating on the edge of the cave, on the edge of this pool of water. And he sits there with a wooden staff in one hand of gnarled wood, wearing a simple, coarse black robe. And he has one hand, withered, burned-looking hand, gnarled in the water. And he stirs it with a finger, and he looks up at you as you come in, looking over his shoulder towards you. Peter, so few times have you come to me in the last few years.
This is true, my lord, but this is something I thought I should report to you.
What is it that you have found, young one?
There is an Archon in the city.
I am aware. I am working with him. Now this is news. Useful news. Interesting. Then keep your close eye upon him. Stay with him when you can. Observe him, his team, his people, his methods, his actions, his ethics, his philosophy.
I understand, my lord.
Through these ways we will learn if he can be trusted or allied with in the future. But this is Archon Phoenix. I'm sorry, not Phoenix, I'm confused. Archon Vincent.
Yes, my lord.
He's from the old world.
Yes.
He comes from a time I remember. I thirst to speak with him. Arrange me a meeting with this man.
I will do so, my lord. Is that all you wish?
For now.
It will be done.
Very well. Do you have time to stay and sit with me, Peter?
Always, my lord. Always.
And he talks to you about some abstract philosophy for a while. And you overall get the impression that Khalid is very internal during this period of his existence. And he's introspecting over his life. And he asks you questions, ethical questions about what would you have done if you were in a situation like this? What would you have done? And they're all very sort of clear-cut examples of ethical solutions and situations that you could be put in. And he doesn't really judge your answers as being good or bad. He's just curious about them and reflective upon them. Anyway.
He's not quick to answer the questions. He thinks about his answers.
Right. Meanwhile, Bells, you have arisen, and Yarian is, I don't know how soon it is. Is it immediately? Have you just arisen, just awoken?
Well, yeah, we both get up at the same time. All so, right. Yeah, we both spend some time with each other. Yeah. And then we'll get up and do something.
All right. Okay, so you get up and your Zora is about the place. She's cashing up the register at the moment and closing the shop. She's dealing with a customer actually, because the shop is open until like 9 o'clock. I'm going to think, or maybe on a Friday at least.
That's fine. Friday it is. Okay, I'll look downstairs and see who she's serving.
She's serving a young lady and a couple of her friends. They look like they are teenagers, really. They've come in to buy some incense, and they bought a Ouija board, and they think they're really clever, and they're off to go and contact their dead friend that committed suicide recently.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing, and one of them buys some candles and some precious stones out of. You've got a big box of different types of stones there.
Yep.
You know, and they're all related to something or another.
I'm so proud of Zora. She's doing so good at selling stuff. I'm so proud of her.
Right, and so she makes a grand total of about $37.50 out of these kids before they leave, and she sells that away. And you're standing behind her, and she turns around and she goes, "Well, that was all right, I suppose."
Yeah, you did great.
Well, I don't know. They're just kids. They don't have a lot of money. I didn't want to hard sell them.
That makes sense.
Then they wouldn't be able to buy any candy or movie tickets or be able to get home.
Yeah, exactly. Good job.
Great job.
Yeah.
So what's on this agenda for tonight?
I don't know. I guess I'll wait to see what Archon Meyer has to say. But for now, I think I will probably work a bit more on that race, and actually, like if I can sort out whoever owns that that racetrack, maybe we can have a chat to them. I'll try and sort that tonight.
Okay. I mean, if you don't get it sorted tonight, I can perhaps look into it. Or Jimmy's really good with shit like that, you know?
Oh, okay. If you want to have a chat to him about that.
Yeah, I mean, he knows like stuff about where to find information.
That's true. I really, yeah, I want to buy that one.
You could ask Peter as well.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So that's Belladonna. What's Belladonna doing after that? Anything in particular?
Well, I'm gonna, tend to my garden.
Tend to your garden.
Yep. Maybe with Yayan, you can help me out.
Yayan,
I'll teach him things.
Yayan hangs out for a while. He says that by 8 o'clock he has to leave at 8 o'clock. So you spend like 45 minutes together basically before he has to head off.
Yep. I'll kiss him and then let him leave. All
right. And boom, 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 off goes his motorcycle. And you can hear it's got this kind of put to it. It's something about it's just a bit off. You can it's just an engine tick, and he's tried to fix it a few times. But
I don't know much about cars, so I can't help him.
Mostly it's a case of you can recognize it from a mile away.
That's kind of nice.
So he cruises off, and you're there with Zora. Chase, where are you?
I'm at my home, getting up, getting ready for another night of constructive whatever I get.
Okay. Well, after you get up, within a few minutes, you're being briefed on the day's events and on the financial situation of the organizations that you have inherited. You are briefed on the goings forward of your medical facilities, blood banks, and the brand new it's currently still under consideration how it's going to work, but the concept of the special coma patient ward is underway. She's moving on that, and she thinks, when I say Jules she thinks that's one of the things you come up with the most potential.
Okay. All right.
She does again mention that there may be ethical concerns about this, and you should talk to the vampire community about that, because she's just a ghoul and she does not know what the standards are.
I will actually have. Oh God, that means I'd have to have a conversation with myself. No, I'll miss that. Yes, I will. I will do that. I will talk to people on the subject and see what they think. But if I tell too many people will steal the idea.
True.
So I think I'll bring a friend of mine and talk to him.
Okay.
All right. So.
Which friend are you going to ring?
She wants to know about the gold.
Oh, the gold. Okay.
How are we going there?
Okay, so you were planning to try and sell the gold for the most amount to the highest bidder, even if it took a longer period of time. Was that the general gist of what I got from you?
Yep.
Okay. You received a bid for $25 million.
$25 million. How does that work out, split up between us?
Okay, who are the people, who are the parties involved?
I'm talking about Bells.
Yeah.
And me.
Bells, Chase, so there's two.
Yeah, and Bells will want to donate it to everybody in the universe. So it's
worth a lot more, by the way.
It's worth more than 25 million?
Yeah, I remember it being worth like 75 million.
That might be true. Did I give you that figure today? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a huge figure.
It was a huge figure.
It might even be way more than what I said.
Well,
but
we can agree to it right now, if you like. What is a figure that you think would be fair?
I mean, 75 million is
I mean,
pretty
it's
fair.
I mean, we could make it 100 million because it's easy to divide.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, we'll do that.
We can make it 200 million
Oh my
just to be
God.
safe.
Just to be
Just to be
safe.
safe.
$200
Yeah.
million to be safe.
Yeah. Just in case.
You know what? 100 million, I think, is more
I
than
think that's
enough.
pretty good.
To
Yeah.
keep everybody satisfied.
Okay. All right, that's
Money,
good
money,
enough
money.
for me. I'm sure that'll be good enough for Bells.
All right. So
yep.
who else would need to be divided up with? Anyone else?
Well, I'll give Jimmy my share anyway. Jimmy and
Yeah, well, not including ghouls and retainers
Yeah,
because they're
yeah.
basically under your control anyway.
Yeah.
So
No, not that I can think of.
no, okay,
No.
all right. So you're gonna take it as your own money privately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. In which case, then you get a check that you can give to Bells this evening for $50 million.
Okay. Okay, I'll give that to her. I'm sure she'll be happy with that.
So yeah, she gives you the checkbook, and it's all you just have to sign it.
I do.
In fact, you know what? You don't sign it; she signs it. So yeah, it's done.
Why a chick? This seems so dangerous.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So that's sorted.
Yep.
Now, Vincent's going to get up and he's going to look for Mr. Winters.
Mr. Winters. Okay. He is at attention outside your door.
I would like you to ring
Sir?
Mr. Chase.
Yes.
Marcus. Oh, just remember. I would like you to ring Mr. Chase, Marcus, and find out if there's a spot where I can actually move in and us with our equipment into his facility, if it's possible.
Yes, sir. I will do so.
And can you text everybody? And I'm not trying to, I hope you don't think I'm trying to teach them to suck eggs, but I want them all to make sure.
Is your microphone facing you?
Hang on. Now it is. I want them all to make sure at all times that they are never followed back to Chase's new place.
I see.
Right. Every one of them.
Keep it secure and discreet.
Yes.
Understood.
Go buy a China, as Phoenix's
saying goes.
Yes, every time. Don't know why that boy does that. All right. So if you'll just start that for me and see what Chase's answer is, and if he says yes, we'll move our equipment in and our people.
Sir.
I think, well, do you agree with me on this matter? I think even though he has pretty good equipment, I think we can do better, don't you?
I think that we can bring in some hard-hitting firepower if we need to.
Good. Well, I'll leave that with you.
Very well.
And
I have still access to Carl's number. You know the man I speak of.
Yes. I want you to help Bells with arranging this race and get Phoenix to find businesses that will support it.
Very well.
I think we have.
Is Phoenix? Who is Phoenix in this scenario?
Phoenix is his child.
Right, he is his child.
Yeah, and he is a vampire, but because the world has changed, he's not a.
He's not the Archon. He's the childer of the Archon.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
But he's still that businessman, and he knows business people.
Yeah.
And now Ivanovich is in, isn't he? Is that in this game as well? Is he with the Order?
Yeah, he's in the Order.
So he's going to go around and do what Vincent said, find businesses that will support this race.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're looking for sponsorship deals, basically, big sponsorship deals.
Yeah.
Pour money into this race. You just got $100 million. You can just spend that.
Yeah, sure.
Chase did.
Chase got the
This is
money, not
Vincent.
me.
Right.
I could spend my own money.
I mean, between you, that's all
yes.
I'm saying.
Okay. And
So-
he will, but going to other things makes it at least more like a honeypot. And
Right.
that's what he's looking for. He's turning this race into a honeypot.
Right. For
if the prince wants to get all his enemies in one place, then he might get interested in getting them in this race.
right.
Okay? If the Sabat want to attack, perfect place to do it.
Right.
Okay? But we'll have cameras and stuff in our own places where the race starts.
Right.
Where everything is ready.
Well, you probably want cameras and helicopters following the race, I'm guessing.
That is precisely my way of thinking. Thank you very much.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the honeypot.
Okay, cool. All right. That makes some sense. So I guess we'll start taking some notes on what your ideas are going to be between you and Bella about that.
Yeah.
Do you set up a meeting for that?
Yes, especially with Bella, because I want to talk to her on the whole matter.
All right. Well, feel free to flick text messages and conversations between you all.
Okay. All right. Bella gets a text.
I'll check it. What does it say?
Meet me at Chase's. Have something to discuss.
Do we have to meet at Chase's?
Is that what you text?
Yeah. Why don't you come over to mine?
Okay. Is your house swept?
She replies, yes, not knowing what you actually mean, but thinking that we've
Zora's
actually
sweeping
swept
it.
off the place.
Zora's sweeping it right now.
Exactly.
Zora's sweeping the courtyard.
Yeah, Baldona replies with yes.
You guys are so stupid. No, just kidding.
So you have no bugs?
Not that I know of.
There was some ants in the kitchen yesterday.
We got rid of all the bugs.
Winters? Winters?
So,
Get a member of the team over to Bella's with me and sweep out her house, so to speak, if you know what I mean.
We already said that we stripped the house.
I'm not sure she's understanding anything.
Well, how would you know?
hang on, who's
It's a
talking to
text.
who?
I'm talking to Winters because I know that the prince bugged the what do you call them? Minerva's shield.
Right.
I know he bugged them, so I'm thinking,
Oh, the cave.
has he managed
Cave,
somehow to bug any of the other people, like Bells? The boys, I'm going to get them to check their bikes because God knows what he's come up with. He might have put trackers on their bikes, stuff like that. Common sense stuff. That,
Okay.
you know.
Well, the bikes have been swept and they're fine.
Okay,
Most of it.
okay. All right.
If you are really planning to just do this anyway, then I guess there is a truck on its way to Belle's house now.
Okay.
That has been dispatched with some
I
people.
really don't want to get caught. I have this necessity to live.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Wonder why he's so concerned about our housekeeping.
I sent you emails both for the document, by the way.
Okay. Good. Now I can look through that and have a headache. All right, he'll make his way with the group. He'll go over with the group, so she doesn't suddenly have a bunch of people launching on her door saying, "Hey, we've come to sweep your house."
Okay, so Vincent arrives with the group,
Yeah,
with the truck. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, it won't be for a little while yet.
No, that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
So okay. So Bella, what are you doing of your own accord?
She'll just be doing, hippie chick things.
Hippie chick thing.
Yeah.
What does that mean in English?
Okay, well, she's been tending to her garden,
Right.
cleaning out weeds and stuff,
Right.
and making some more product.
Zora gives you some aubergines and tells you, can you go and put these under the altar to Petwo over
Okay.
here?
I'll do that.
All right.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. In fact, no, altar to, oh, wait a minute. Oya, there you go. Goddess
Oya.
Oya. She's like the Haitian version of Hecate.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'll do that.
She likes aubergines, apparently.
We all love a good aubergine.
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh, I've been aubergine before. Yeah.
Eggplant squirty emoji, squirt emoji.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, the same can happen. Yeah,
So anyway, you do that and stuff, and eventually you hear a truck pull up outside your house, Bella. Vincent, you get out of the truck and you come to the door.
Yep.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
And then
Zora
stairs.
looks at you. Do you want me to get that, or are you going to get it?
I'll get it. I know.
Probably
I can
one
see
of your
Vincent. Yeah.
Yeah, after sort of 8 o'clock, I think Zora stops opening the door. Okay, so you go down and open the door. Vincent is standing there with a team of people behind him with bags.
Evening.
Hi.
They look like the Men in Black.
What is this? What's happening?
It's.
Are you moving in?
No, I've come to ask.
That's good. I don't have any space.
I've come to ask your permission to look for listening devices in your house.
Sure. Whatever
All
that
right.
means. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, if you will, be careful of everything. Treat it with kid gloves, please. You're in somebody else's haven. Let's remember that. Thank you.
Okay, and they come in and they sweep your house, your shop, everywhere for listening devices. You find a listening device, but it is not active. It's dead. The batteries are dead.
What the hell? Is there any way?
It's in a pot plant, by the way, quite high up.
The listening device we had in the office, I'm talking to one of the men.
Yeah.
Can we track it back if it's activated to who owns it? Because he doesn't know that stuff. That's why he's asking.
He says maybe, but it depends on a lot of factors.
All right. So,
what did you find there?
The one we found there and the one we
hands it to you.
Does it look like Secure Corp?
Does it look like Secure Corp? It does not have a Secure Corp logo on it. It does not look like any device that you've seen before.
Right, because I've seen like Bobby's given me some of his stuff. Yeah, like tracking devices and stuff.
Yeah, this is not a tracking device. It's a bug. It's a listening device. It's a bug. Yeah. So
it's wondering if it has a similar look to it.
It's got a transmitter and a little microphone on it, and it's very small. The biggest part of it is the battery, which is buried in the plant matter at the bottom in the soil, on the end of a wire that goes up the plant to the microphone itself.
Well, I don't know. Is there someone that has Spirit's Touch? I can't do that, so.
My people will deal with that, won't you?
Well, they don't know anything about Spirit's Touch, Barry.
Spirit's Touch. Do we have anybody in your team that does that, my dear?
Well, apparently Chase doesn't do it. I've asked him before.
Chase doesn't do it.
You probably have record that Mercy has it, don't you? Has she used it for the team?
I don't remember if she has. Oh no, I remember her doing it originally, and she was kind of sneaky about it. But
Right.
I don't know. They could probably just assume,
Well,
as
there are
she's a
other
Malkavian, she could potentially have it.
there are other options. I mean, you've been to the Tremere before for assistance. You know, that kind of thing.
Mm. Mm.
There is the Toreadors, of course. They have.
But Peter will know,
Peter would
like
probably
for
know.
sure. Like
Well,
he definitely knows. He was there when she did it at the cemetery.
right. So
Yeah.
Peter would know. Yeah. Does
Yeah.
Peter file these types of reports to the group though? I mean, he files them most certainly to Khalid, but so I mean,
Yeah,
Khalid
because
knows these things.
as
Mhm.
this is how he gets his trust from people. He files his reports where he should,
Right.
and he finds that keeps him out of trouble.
Right.
And he didn't think there was anything to hide on that matter. I didn't think she was hiding anything. She made it pretty obvious to him.
Right.
Okay. So
Yep.
he filed the report to
Right.
Chase because he considers that,
To Chase. Okay. So
Yeah.
Chase knows that
yeah,
she has Spirit's touch then.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Who else would know apart from you on the team?
Mercy, you mean?
Somebody has it. Yeah. Does
Look
Missy?
at that. I'll ask Chase because he knows other Malkavians. And they're known to be good at that sort of stuff. So yeah. I'll text Chase being like, hey, do you know any Malkavians with, or anyone with Spirit's touch?
And he texts us back, yep, not me. But Mercy has it.
Right, and we can get a hold of her.
Well, I can try again. I can try texting her again, but that's all I can do. So, what is the answer? What is the answer, says Vincent?
Apparently Mercy has it,
Ah. So,
but we can't get a hold of her.
It's just the way of it, isn't it? Just the way of it. All right. I have to have a discussion with you, young lady.
I'm right here.
All right. Where can we talk that's comfortable?
Well, I find everywhere here to be comfortable.
Okay. Okay.
Let's sit at the craft bench.
It's a nice fountain, by the way.
Thank you.
Right. Now, the race.
Yeah, the race.
What have you, how have you started? What have you started? What's your plan?
Well, there's some legal stuff we need to handle. Julia's helping me with that and linking me up with people that can help, which is cool.
Good.
You gotta map the route, and some places won't allow it, so we'll have to work around them and all that. It's gonna take a while to sort out, I imagine. I'm thinking I might just buy the racetrack before this race happens. Yeah, get a start. We also need to get people to race, and I don't know anything about that, so
What are
gotta get
you,
people that do know.
what are you dedicating it to? What purpose is it going to serve?
Well, we want to make it a race that is, I guess, kind of in memory of Randy Zelley, and we want Randy to participate as his own son. The charity that it'll go towards is going to be liberating animals, which is weird, but unfortunately, it's the only way we can get around something. Rosa really wants to liberate those animals, and she's going to do it one way or another. We thought this might be
So is it for some
a
kind
safe
of
way of doing it.
Okay.
If we make enough money, then we could probably put it towards something else. racing inspired. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Where is Chase at the moment?
Chase is doing. He's admiring his helicopter at the moment that hasn't gone anywhere.
Right.
He's
right.
admiring his helicopters and working out
Right.
what he's going to do and stuff like that.
And this facility that he's got has got a actual landing pad on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
So you're up on the roof then,
Yeah.
admiring the helicopter.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's giving you a lecture about things that have been done to it and how it's going and stuff. And he said they took off today and gave it a quick test, but we're going to need your assistance to do any proper test flights because we need to line up the blah, 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 and the blades of the blah, and the elevator and the pitch, blah, 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 and wank, wank, etc.
And funnily enough, I understand everything he's talking about.
You do. You
Yeah.
do. And it's amazing. And you're quite excited by the opportunity to do these test flights.
All right.
This new chopper that has been assembled.
I am
So
ready
we're
when you are.
waiting for the fuel to arrive,
Okay.
which we're going to put in the tank that we've just been building for the last few weeks downstairs.
Yeah.
The concrete has finally set in the fuel tank.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a fuel reservoir where we're going to have trucks coming regularly to drop off fuel for the chopper.
Okay.
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 So you'll have your own fuel supply, but it will be brought by truck here.
All right.
Time to time. But this is a chopper pad. It's you know, it's an actual chopper business, so you expect to have a fuel reservoir here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it is a hazard, so you know, keep that in mind.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say is the fuel reservoir, because even in Vietnam, when they loaded the weapons,
Yeah.
they didn't do it in the same place.
Right.
As
Well,
where the chopper was.
yeah, that might be true, but this is a commercial chopper, not a gunship.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to make the point that they loaded things where they didn't go kaboom.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you could basically, if you had a gunship, you could load fuel here, then hop to another location and load weapons there.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Anyway, my point really is, when is Chase going to head into where the group is coordinating right now? If at all, because he does have a check to hand over.
Yes, I do. I'm getting there.
The check is so dangerous.
The helicopter is.
Can
so
we do it
much
like a bank transaction? What year is this?
This is the year 2000, and checks still exist.
Checks still exist to this day, but they're not exactly safe.
Well, that's fine.
It's fine, is it?
It's a check.
My check's gonna blow away in the wind, isn't it?
He's gonna fly it over.
It could be, checks can be cancelled. You know, he's gonna fly it over.
Yeah. Has she got any place I can land there?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
You could land on the street. You're trying to land on a street, basically. It's
There's
not
a
really.
big truck there already.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. It's like trying to land a helicopter
there's
outside
wires
your house.
above.
There's wires and telephone poles, and it's a highly illegal for a start.
I play GTA. It just doesn't
Yeah.
work out. You get snagged and then you get yeeted off
I mean, the
out of space.
the closest you could get would be like a big field that's up near Cabrini Green. You know, half a mile to a mile up the road, basically.
Okay, no, that's pointless.
Yeah.
That's pointless. Okay, he'll get in the car
Right.
and head that way.
All right. So, Chase, you get to the High Priestess.
Jimmy coming along too? Is Jimmy coming?
Is Jimmy coming? Is Jimmy coming?
Did Jimmy want to come?
Well, Jimmy always has lots of things to do. So, did you invite Jimmy to come? Is the question.
Okay, I would have because
I think he wouldn't pass up the opportunity to visit Zora.
okay, all right, he comes with me.
Cute.
Yeah.
So, okay, Jimmy comes over, and he's got some things for Zora. Actually, he's you know, some little, I don't know, technical stuff to help her with the running of the shop. I can't think what it is just yet, but it will come.
A
You know what
bouquet
it
of
is?
nuts and bolts.
Solar powered lights for the garden.
Oh,
So
He's
there
so
you go.
cute.
Yeah, you could get them in 99 too, and 2000 because I remember having them. In any case, you're all there now.
Okay. All right.
Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Come on in.
Oh, by the way, this is yours.
Envelope.
Open.
$50 million check to your name.
Hey, Zora. Could you
Yeah.
please bank this for me?
Yeah.
I show her.
Oh, she takes the check. She doesn't even look at it. She just
Look at it.
What?
Look
Why?
at
What? What's all my
it.
holy? What the hell? This is yours? We're banking this? Okay, I'll do it
This is
tomorrow.
ours.
What are you? What?
We can buy the next door plot.
Wow. Oh my
And
god.
we can build a place there, and you can live there. If you want, we can invite the boys to live with us as well.
Why did they give you $50 million?
Because I earned it.
Okay. All right. So she takes the check and locks it up in a safe till the morning when.
Is there a safe to go lock up that safe?
A safe to lock the safe.
Yeah.
You can lock the room in which the safe is, and you can lock the door to the building. But there's, a lot of ways in and out of this building that could be exploited by a vampire of mild,
Ninja.
any medium ability.
Yeah.
Anyone more than slightly competent.
Yeah.
Right.
Fun.
So Zora's like, what are you going to do with this money?
Oh, and he bought Jules with him as well.
Oh, okay. So Jules is here. All right.
Because he feels like this is the nicest place. You can tell the both of them. He takes them to where the fountain is.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Sit down, the both of you."
Who's the both of you?
Chase and Jules.
Chase and Jules.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Vincent is talking to Chase and Jules.
No. Chase he thought this would be a nice place to do this. Good feelings and all this sort of thing.
Wait, what? Chase is talking to whom now?
I'm talking to my retainers.
Retainers.
Oh, so Jimmy
because I've got Jules.
Okay, so Jimmy and Jules. Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy and Jules.
I got you.
And this is the nicest place to do this.
Right.
All right. I wanted to talk to you two about something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, we're going to split some money. All right?
Okay. Sure. What are you talking about?
What's 50 million three ways, people? Because my mathematics is terrible.
50 million three ways is about 15 point something million dollars each. Say 15 after taxes and fees, $15 million each.
Okay, and he's made checks for them.
50 million. Let me just
I think it's less than that. It's like 12 or something.
Is it less than that? Three ways. 50 million three ways.
Yeah.
50 0 0 0 0 0. Wait, 3. Okay, 16 million 600 whatever. 600,600.
So actually, yeah, 16.666 recurring $1 million each. So it's about $16 million each. So it's pretty close with my 15 million and the $1 million each for fees. That's $3 million of fees. That's
because he promised Jimmy a long time ago that if he ever became millionaire, so would he.
All right. Well, they are, and you now have $16 million each in your personal bank accounts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
excellent. So the money is moved. Well, yeah. I mean, you can in this year and day and age move money electronically if you wanted to cancel the check to Belladonna and move the money directly. You could do that, and she would have.
Yeah. No, I'll do it that way.
Electronically is better.
I'll just tell her to.
suggest that you give her the check as a sign, as a gesture. You know?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll
So
do
that you
that as
can
well.
rewrite the scene a little bit, but keep the integrity of what basically happened.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's what's happened. So you now got $16 million in your bank accounts, except for you, who've got $50 million in your bank account.
Yeah.
But you're planning to split some of that with Zora, or are you just going to work together on choosing things to buy?
Yeah, we'll work together. If she ever wants to like,
We'll
splash
work
on
together
something,
too,
then-
because whatever we're all going to work together, I'm sure. But I
Yeah,
want them to have their own independence,
I think first and foremost, a good portion of the money is going to go towards buying the next door, and
the
then
next store,
buying next door.
or the building next door.
There's no building there.
the
There's a car
lot.
park thing.
Car park, right?
Buying that and building a place, just like another building that's quite similar to this one, so people can stay over, and we'll have more space because we need more space desperately.
Right.
We just don't. And then a good portion of the rest of the money will go towards like starting up this race and stuff. If I have enough money, I'm going to purchase that racetrack.
All right. Well, the racetrack that you've been going to, which is it's not Wrigley Field racetrack, which is like one of the biggest stadiums in America, but it's in Chicago. Is a much smaller one, but it's still medium sized, I suppose. You could probably get it for the knockoff price of $10 million.
It's a deal. I'm sorry, Zora. I'm buying this racetrack.
Okay. All right. It's currently for grabs because the people that own it, they're not using it properly and then not making money out of it. The way that they're using it, it's gone into disrepair.
Excellent.
This particular racetrack also would be in the sort of least used part of town. Did I tell you where it was? Did I give you a location for this?
No.
Then it is in Gary.
Don't put in Gary. Nobody wants to go to that shithole.
That's where it's cheap.
It's not in Gary. We've already been in Chicago. It's been in Chicago.
All right. Well, then it's close.
Make it close.
It's in the south side of Chicago, close to Gary.
I think that's lovely, as long as it's in Chicago. Precious Chicago.
It's in Chicago jurisdiction under the domain of Prince Loudon.
Excellent. I will. Yeah.
All right.
Make some plans to fix it up and put like a big sign saying like the Randy Zelley Stadium, and then I'll get like I want like those wooden plaques that say sponsored by blah blah blah. It'll name like all the wolf pack, and probably members of the gangrel that are okay with it, even if it's under their nicknames, and then just put it up on there. Oh, and Chase as well.
Right. And this is all at Chase's. You're at where are you right now? You're at the High Priestess.
Yeah, this is stuff I want to do.
Okay.
I've got big plans. I'm probably writing it out.
All right. There's a knock at the door. Dunk dunk dunk.
I'll run over and answer it.
What the hell was that?
Nothing to do with me.
It's the popo.
The popo.
Yeah, we gotta get you.
Got to catch them all. Inyanga stands at the door. And she opens her arms to you and steps up and gives you a hug.
Oh.
She steps in through the doorway and through the threshold into the High Priestess.
What brings you here?
Well, I have things to talk about with you.
Everyone has things to talk about.
And your friends. And she looks over and she immediately goes to Vincent and gives him a hug.
Yeah, and he hugs her.
Kisses him on the cheek.
Yeah.
And she sits down and she says, so how are the things that you have been doing going?
Me?
Yeah, steadily.
All of you, of course. Begin with you, Belladonna.
Well, I've just got enough money now to purchase that racetrack and probably buy the plot next door and build a house there and put some money towards this race and everything. And
well, congratulations.
Really
congratulations. I'm
Thank
very
you.
happy for you. This will be good, I'm sure. And with you, Vincent, How is your operation?
It depends how things go with Belle and I at this very moment.
Oh, did I come at a crucial time?
Oh, you did. You did, my love, you did. Definitely.
Why do you say?
Because I'm about to talk to Belle about the race.
Oh,
And I'm about to tell her that, do you realize that a race this big is a golden opportunity for the prince to make a move, if he makes a move on any of us?
What?
what is your thinking, Vincent? Do you think that the prince is going to attack a race?
Not himself.
It will
Not
be
himself.
televised, will it not?
It
Will be, yeah.
but he's made that mistake before, I hope. Well, this is what I'm hoping.
This race has nothing to do with them.
He
It's
won't.
just a...
Yeah, but Bella. People like him don't think like that. They think about themselves. They think about what they need to achieve. I don't know how he would do it, because
Who do you think would be the target of such an attack? It is not unlike him just to send his goons to take out whoever he likes.
That's exactly what I'm expecting. He's not a silly man. He's not a silly man, but I think he'd seen...
I think if you put enough television cameras there, there's very little chance he is going to make any moves there.
Except we'll let him think he's got control of the television cameras. We won't tell him about ours, but we'll be asking him...
What has this got to do with Loden at all?
his.
This is a good question. Why is Loden coming into this? This was about Randy, for Bella's sake.
Yeah, this is all about Randy. It's just a race for him, and the rest of the Wolfpack won't be in it.
But
It's got nothing to do with him.
I see that...
Do you suspect that Prince Loden may use this as an opportunity to demean the clan Gangrel even further than he has done?
Exactly.
But we get to pick who's in the race.
He might not, but I'm just making you aware that he might. He might.
And the Sabbat might attack us too at any time.
Yes. And this time, the race being as big as it's going to be, is a perfect time.
Every time's the perfect time.
No. You'll never get a time where all the gangrel are in one place at one time. And there'll be a lot of officials there of different kinds. It makes a statement to hit it.
Yes, it's gangrel run, but it's not all gangrel vampires. It's going to be lots of different people from, internationally.
That's my point. It makes a statement. Either for the
Sabbat. Not quite seeing it, but...
They might not. I might be completely wrong, but I'm just warning you. They might think of it.
Okay.
Well, we will keep an eye on this, Vincent.
Yes, that's what I plan to do.
Maybe we can just minimize the prince's involvement with it. Unless what you're planning is some kind of trap. You're trying to bait the prince into making a move upon us. So you can hold him. I think, to be fair with you, Vincent, there is more than enough evidence already. If you want to take him to a primate and to a conclave, you do not need to manufacture new evidence.
That is true. But I'd like to go ahead with it for the charity purpose of it.
Of course.
Yes. But the thing is, I'm just stating that it's going to be big. It's going to be great.
I would be more concerned about Randy Zelley's enemies.
Has he got many?
Jesus, fuck, my computer just crashed.
The Sabbat?
Oh man,
No more slamming your disc.
that was that. Yeah, fuck. Okay, reboot.